Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bengals and the Ravens coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game. And we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest. You'll take the week off.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27. Now Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Now it's Burrow. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Draw play. This is Henry. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Jackson now. He's got his target. That's complete. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 31 yards. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this division round matchup. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Chase, the motion man right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That one taken in by Burton. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
To the air again, Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now it's Burrow. And that one incomplete as it breaks a string of 8 straight pass completions.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's #1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd and 10. A handoff, running left, Henry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now it's Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 56 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Running left, it's Henry. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. As they've got it as we resume action. Henry again on 2nd down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Crossing route, he finds Likely. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Isaiah Likely, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to widen their advantage.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 6-play drive. And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They go play action with Jackson. On target to his man, Likely. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers from 3 yards out. And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's been unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping in shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. It's Kingsley Enagbare finding a way in to bring him down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Through the middle of the field, Jamar Chase. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, 77 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
Here's Jackson. He'll find Bateman once more. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
In motion right is Aguilar. From the gun, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. So the completion good for 7 there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
To throw is Jackson. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right around the line of scrimmage. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. He tried to do it himself but couldn't find his way to the marker. And the Bengals will get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He had 5 catches in the wild card win, and that's his 5th here, and it's good for a first down. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Here we go. 12.
Now Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
In motion left goes a tight end. Jackson. Complete to Likely. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. In motion, Aguilar. Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Second and a couple. The slot man in motion right. Now it's Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. Jackson to Bateman there. First down, Ravens.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Jackson now. Throw caught by Flowers. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Here's Jackson to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. He's got Higgins over the middle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now a short one to Gesicki. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. That is incomplete. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll begin out in Houston, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Texans needed a strong finish, and they got it, as the victory there caps off a 12-5 regular season. We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback Lamar Jackson. He threw a first-quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half, and he may just be getting started.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Now it's Burrow. This one complete to Burton. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot, and if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there, and sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Burrow will throw. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Kyle Van Noy. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Burton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal.
From the right hash, this from 33.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll bring him back within a point.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Throwing is Jackson. Finds his man over the middle. It's Likely. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 2.
At the 30-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. No hesitation. Goes right back to Likely. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Isaiah Likely with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Did you see how the linebackers froze for just a second? That's why you run play action. You want to keep them rooted in the spot and create a little bit of extra space so your tight end can find some room behind them. And then the quarterback finds his target downfield, and he turns it into 6 points.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals offense returns to the field.
And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now 2nd and 3.
This is Brown going up the middle. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Burrow looking to pass. This one into the hands of Burton.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
An inside give, Brown. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And the Ravens taking the field. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game,
No, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. They go play action now. Jackson completes it to Aguilar. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. And they go play action now. Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 6 catches in the wild card victory last week, and now 6 catches here and a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? They'll send the tight end in motion. Now Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Burrow. He's got Burton here. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a 2nd and 2. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Ravens ready to take over. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
Now it's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the option, here's Henry. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down at 5. Now Jackson. Complete. It's Henry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Jackson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. He'll get this to Flowers, left side.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to perhaps salt this one away. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 11, just over 1:40 to play. It's certainly a tough situation on the road, needing 2 scores to stay alive in the playoffs as they come up 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Burrow. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down. To throw, Burrow. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
11, Thomas. 11.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase, complete.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Here's 1st and goal. Throwing, Burrow.
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. So a crucial 2-point conversion there, but that's just part 1 of this 2-part story that they need to happen here.
Yeah, they do need to do a few other things, don't they? They got the 2, as you noted. Now they've got to make sure they get the onside kick and hope to get into field goal range and maybe have one last miracle left.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's more than a 2-part story. It's a 3- or 4-part story. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaunt. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.